Hi guys, I'm just getting ready to experiment with some gold paint and some other colors tonight, and just kind of have fun with it. So I've got some gold tempera I found, and I also have some metallic, awesome metallic paints. I don't know, can we see those? Let's see. Yeah, there they are. So that is going to be, got some really fun colors here. So it's going to be a fun thing to play with tonight. Hope y'all are able to hear me, and that there's not too much shine going on here. And time for the fun to begin. It's really bright. I have a really good light. It's one of those circular lights. However, that circular light is packed. So I'm just going to pour some gold on here. Straight up on this, it's a piece of wood I found. I thought I'd just kind of goof around with it, you know, and paint it. It's a nice piece of wood from a dresser, I think. So that was kind of a fun thing. So I'm just going to kind of like get a few paintbrushes. I spilled the gold on there. Well, on purpose, not accidentally. And I'm just going to see like what it does on the wood. And it looks like, because the wood is so dark, that you're not going to be able to see too much of the gold. But it'll give it a nice base sparkle, I think. And then we can, after that, probably do some other things with it. But like I said, I'm just playing with it, trying to get some nice new fun things going on. And metallic is really popular right now. A lot of people are using metallic. Gold is very popular. I love all that stuff. And so I thought, well, why not just kind of goof around with it tonight? I think I might need a bigger brush just to get this going faster. But it's pretty cool. I can see some shine. Definitely be an interesting base. And then I can go over the top of it again with either more gold or other colors. That kind of thing. And I have a tendency to always use way too much paint, but that is okay, because I don't know, why not? It can be whatever you want. So I'm going to use too much paint and just kind of slop it around with, I've got a bigger brush here, as you can see. So today we're just going to just have fun painting. And I'm going to have some nice guitar music on here in a little bit, so it's not so boring just to listen to me rattle on. I like to talk, but I feel like I'm talking to myself usually, and I usually enjoy talking to myself when I'm alone, but not when other people are listening, judging me, like, openly. I think there's a lot of people afraid of being judged, and a lot of people who like to judge. Some people that don't think they judge, but I don't like judging, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore. But this is kind of cool. Give a nice sheen. And being that this is acrylic, it should dry pretty darn fast. There we go. If anyone has any suggestions or ideas, or would like to comment, or any questions, please feel free to comment, and I will try to answer any questions that you might have. Also, if you have any suggestions on this, how the video is going, that would be great too. If it's like sounding weird or if it gets stuck. And there we go. And it looks like this kind of is a slow drying kind of gold, but it's real pretty and shimmery. So we're going to use a lot of gold, I think, tonight. And while we're waiting for this to dry, I'm going to go ahead and start with some watercolors on her face. And that will be a nice little beginning. There's some music here. That's pretty. Oh, hello. Stranger there. Appreciate the comment. All right. A nice big fat brush full of gold paint. I kind of just want to smear it everywhere. But instead, I'm just going to use another brush for her face. And I made a cup of tea, and I'm trying not to dip my paintbrush into it. The worst thing artists do is put their water or thinner close to their drinking. Whatever you're drinking, and you wind up drinking the paint thinner, or sometimes you're just sticking your brush in your coffee or tea or whatever it is you're drinking. So that's something I'm trying not to do tonight. And I had put a little bit of pencil color on her face earlier. Just to get some color going real quickly. And Tony, thank thank you. Rich, hi. How are you doing? Who's that? I'm going to try to say your name. Twinico? Tunique? Nice looking painting. Thank you so much. That is very sweet of you to say that. I'm very happy. I was feeling a little melancholy tonight, not real tired with the full moon the last couple nights. So I just wanted to, I don't know, get back into my little streaming here like I was doing. Usually go in and out. I'll stream for a while, then I kind of like take a break. And one of these days we'll get a nice schedule going. Chicken Human. Hello, Chicken Human. Joelle. Coffee. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm going to get a little smaller brush. I don't know, this might be drying out. I'm just going to put a little bit of gold up here, because it will look different once I put other colors over it. I'll have it a little bit shimmery around the edges. And there's a lot of paint on here. I'm just going to get my water just pure gold. Look how much paint that is. This brush holds a lot of paint. But I love the way it works. It's royal, it's a zen kind of brush. So we're going to work on getting a little bit smaller brushes to do some details in here. But I've got to pick a few colors. I think this should be like a nice blue. So I've got some blue here. And we'll just spray it with some water to get it started. And Rich, audio is a bit low. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear the music, or can you hear me? My audio is always low because I've got a crappy phone. I'm working on getting a new one though. Oh, here's what I want. Nice wet. It's a smaller brush. It'll give me a little more control over what I'm putting down here. Some beautiful blues in there. And Rich, maybe turn up your sound. I have heard my own videos played back though, and I am quiet a lot of times. Some hunk of this blue. And then, just because I love purple so much, I'm going to do a little purple. I am definitely a purple person. I don't know if anyone else likes purple, but that's one of my favorite colors to work with, and I must have it in every painting. Although I am planning on doing one that's like autumn colors, like oranges and yellows. A little more blue. sometimes when you get like too much of one color or too much water, like I feel I have too much purple, so I'm going to use my paper towel. I'm just going to soak some of that up. Also giving it a little bit of texture. How cool is that? But I do want a little more blue. Unfortunately, my audio is always low, but art is for looking. So look and enjoy. And I kind of thinking I would like her to have a little bit of a warm glow around her. And I'm starting with the watercolors as my first layer. And I'm using just these little paint palettes of watercolors. There's so many different types of watercolors and paints and such. Now, sometimes it's hard, like, to just choose one. And I really enjoy collecting different types of art supplies and materials. So I'm just going to do some yellow right around here. So I want her to have kind of a pretty glow. There we go. Rich. I can hear you and the music. Just low audio. Oh, I don't know how to get any louder. Maybe if I turn my sound up. I'll probably break it. There, can you hear me now? I turned my audio up. Perhaps that'll help. Now this gal has some, I kind of want to do some of the details first. I just enjoy details. So we're going to work with some details. I'm going to get some of my metallic paints going here. Because my little lady has some shimmering earrings. So I think I did this with pencil and ink, this drawing. And I had all kinds of thoughts on how I was going to paint it and finish it. And I started this one a year ago. Can anyone else hear me? I do talk rather quietly. Now I started with red here, but I'm going to use some of my metallic paint that I just got because it sounds fun, and pick a color for her earrings. So let's see. What color do we want to use here? Kind of like a reddish. Here we go. We're going to do this reddish one here. You can see my hand, but you can't see what I'm painting. All right. I think I should let that dry a little more. And then with watercolor, it's all about how you use my brush. I just got the water off it, and I'm going to soak up a little bit of this right now. And then give her a little darker lips on the top. And I have this beautiful purple metallic. I'm going to try that. Acrylic could be better at this point, but I'm just really excited to try out my metallics. And I don't want it too wet. It's kind of a dark purple. Okay. No, I love eyes. I think eyes are like really magnificent. And one of my favorite colors for eyes is a teal color. Let's see, one of these is teal. It goes this way. I think it's this one. So I'm going to do a little bit of a base of teal. I'm trying to put this mic closer to my mouth and see if that makes a difference here. So I'm just holding these colors so you can kind of see what I'm using. thinking. Is that a brown? Well, thank you, Rich. I appreciate that. I really do. I'm going to wrap up some of these watercolors right now. And I'm going to pull out a little bit of my pencils. Watercolor pencils are the bomb. I'm missing one though. It must be somewhere. So a lot of this watercolor can give me a good base idea of what colors I want in her, around her hair. And at first, it'll just look like a little bit messy, but then you can add the water to it and it will look amazing. And I put a little yellow at the tips. And why do I put the yellow at the tips? Because when I add a little bit of water, and where was I? I start at the top and I work my way down. You can see some of the yellow in there. So it gives it a little bit more, you know, something besides just plain old one color. Now this is kind of wet, and when you use your watercolor pencils and you use them wet, let me get it a little bit wet here, and this is very wet. And I want this a little bit yellow. And up here is going to be a little yellow. And just all in here. I could do this whole thing with watercolor pencils. I feel like I have a little more control over them than paint sometimes. And they're fun. They're just fun. So I am using some green. A lot of times I don't use green. I will just use blue and yellow. And the blue and the yellow, this is a darker blue, but it'll probably work. I'll make that green I want sometimes. I can use a little darker blue here. On the bottom, and as it goes up, it's going to have a little bit of depth. A little bit more yellow. I use tons of yellow. But anybody see that beautiful moon tonight or last night? Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. All that gold, and I just stuck my hand in gold. I meant like the moon wasn't gold, but it was like a really bright kind of orangey color, like just gorgeous, huge as it was rising. I was driving home from work tonight and it was just like, wow. I just love the moon. And I love when it's a bright moon. And I can walk outside in the dark. Maybe light a candle, do a little dance in my backyard where nobody's looking. Maybe they are. The fences all blew down in the hurricane. So what I'm trying to do is establish colors. I think some reds will be nice. Red is one of the most awesome colors. This will actually help me later when I start doing the acrylic part of the painting. And more details to see what I really want to do, what's really gonna make this painting pop. I am going to use a little bit of water on my pink. See what that does. Anything. Zelf. Hi, Auntie. You saw the orange moon? Nice. Zelf, are you Zen? Because I didn't know if that was your YouTube name. And yeah, the moon was beautiful. I'm glad you got to see it. Yes, yay, Zen. Zen Zelf, she is my awesomest niece ever in the world. One of 2 beautiful girls born to the same mother. And 1 beautiful boy. Okay, now I'm trying not to practice on the details too much. Zen, if you have any ideas on color, please let me know. I think I'm going to throw some orange in, just get a little bit of color on her nose. Now keeping in mind these are watercolor pencils. And then after you get these wet and they show you their color, you can add to it, subtract from it. And even when you're done with that, you can add oils over the top of the whole thing and have this amazing oil painting. Oops, I forgot to plug in my... I'm going to plug in my phone. Can you hear me now? And I could do the whole thing with just the pencils first, which I planned on doing before I started, but I get too excited and I want to see how it looks now. So you can see as I add the water how the color pops out from the pencils. Makes it very fun. So Zen, did you see the Aurora Borealis the other month? What was it, last month or something like that? Check this out. Just a little bit of everything we want here. I've never seen the Aurora Borealis before, but I would love to see it in person. There's a place you can go where they have like these, I think they're like glass igloos, and you can just like lay in them at night and watch the Aurora Borealis until you fall asleep. And here comes my watercolors again. I'm going to use, I just had an epiphany of where to put something, because teal is one of my favorite colors. I use it like in a lot of my mermaid paintings. We're just going to brighten these eyes up here. These are eyes. I always hide eyes in my paintings. I love eyes. Blue eyes, teal eyes, brown eyes. Eyes that are like almost black. Let's see now. I'm trying to, let's see, it goes, so brown, brown. And then, okay, we have our darker teal. I think that's what that is. We're just going to spray that with a little bit of water. I'm keeping my paper towel handy. I really do focus on details. I guess because it keeps my mind off of other things, and when I focus on details, I kind of lose myself. There's another eye. I'm just going to let that one be for now. And I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you. Yesterday I got to go to the beach, and after the hurricanes, it sure has changed a lot. A lot. It kind of freaked me out. Where the trees and bushes used to be is just all sand, and a lot of the trees got blown around, and some of the other trees kind of stopped them. So they're just laying on the ground. I love when I get myself all colored up from painting. It's like after I'm done painting my picture, I have like a whole new body paint color. So silly. And we're going to use some more greens. I just have to see where I feel I want them. I'm so bad about letting things dry. You can see all my little splotches there, but that's okay. We'll fix that later. Tony, you love the colors. Thank you. I appreciate that. Color is my forte. I'm just gonna sweep a little bit of a secret little path of green in here. And up here. And when I painted those eyes, it kind of did get covered up a little bit. I'm going to take my, let's see, which one is this? Black watercolor pencil. And just kind of fill that back in. And then we'll come back after that with some acrylic paint or a pen. And just really detail that out. All right, let's add some more color. I think we'll continue putting some green, more green in, just for some flow. Years ago, I used to do hair for a living. That was way back when I lived in Seattle. I had this awesome salon, hair tanning salon and spa. I'd hired kids from high school to answer phones, and they'd get like free tanning and stuff, which was really fun. It was really fun owning a hair and tanning salon, I would have to say. Of all businesses to do, you can just sit there and get paid to gossip and play with hair all day. It's one of the best jobs you can have. And time for tea. My voice is kind of going out a little. Some people paint really fast. They're really good. But a lot of the times it's because they're really not doing a lot of detail. I think the more detail you do, the longer it takes, and I don't want to be in a hurry. I just want to enjoy my time doing my hobby. think we'll add a little bit of orange. And I like to just spray with water. This saves me the time of trying to get enough water in there to get the paint wet. So I just spray it and it just gets wet. How fun was that? And good night to Tony. And up here is where I did a little bit of that gold, kind of a gold base. I think I'm going to get the camera just a little closer. There you go. So you can kind of see more of the detail as I'm painting my hands. Oh, the camera's right in my face now. I bet you can hear me better too. All right, let's get a little bit more of this yellow. I think having the gold under it kind of makes it look iridescent and shimmery. Oh, and I have a flower hidden over here. Check this out. Let's see, do we have any other flowers hidden? I see one back here. And what else? Some stripes we can paint yellow. I think it'd be really cool for this swirly up here to have several different colors. We got the orange there. And then we'll do the darker orangey red. Okay, so you can see the detail better. Awesome. Glad to hear that. I'm really happy to be spending some of my time here with some of my favorite people. Zelf and Rich, you guys are very awesome. I think everyone else disappeared. I don't see anyone talking, but I am here if you feel like talking or asking questions. Like, what the heck am I doing? Even I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. I just do stuff, and as I do things, then I start getting this feeling, and then I get more involved because I can see how I want the ending to look. All right, where's my water here? There's that little flower hiding in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. And I think it's time for some little rosy cheeks. So you can use a little bit of color. There's my paint. There we go. What's a color that would go good with orange and yellow? I guess red. We can stick to our crimson color here. For now, we can change it later. It's not that dark. Thought it would be darker. I probably need more water. There we go. Yep, definitely. I think we're going to go with some more greens, kind of tie it together. Although I think a little gray would be in order right now. Just a little bit. If you can see it here. I think it's gray. I've got my pencils all over, I've got my watercolors everywhere. It's fun. I think this is a bit blue. Yes, it is. go back to her earring down here. I'll pull this over. Well, actually, I'll just push this over a little bit. Everyone's so quiet tonight. Of course, it is Saturday. I'm sure everyone's out partying and having fun. Or partying and not having fun. Or having fun and not partying. Take your pick. And even if you're a partier, sometimes it's nice just to take a break from all that. And just spend time with yourself, doing what you enjoy, whatever that might be. The nice thing about watercolors is they can be pretty fast. I have some very famous artist friends from when I used to work at the art gallery. And it's surprising, they love acrylics. Not all of them, the really great masters are definitely the oil painters. But they all have their own choice, and they choose different mediums all the time. You know, one day it might be acrylic or oil, the next day it could be, you know, I don't know, crayons. It could be anything. And I think I'm just going to go back to some red. I'm not trying to make her look like a Christmas tree. Although there is a lot of green and red. As fun as this is, I am starting to get tired. I think we'll continue this on the next stream, but not before I do a little of my metallic color on her eyes, or eye. I have to pick one of these colors to bring out that green. I'm thinking this one. Let's see, which one should it be? There's so many greens. Something sparkly and light. Maybe this one. I haven't used these metallic colors before. I just ordered them online from Amazon because I had a $10 gift card which I earned from using that app, that Fetch app. I probably had about 5 $10 gift cards so far for Amazon, so I get some pretty good deals. Takes a while to get all those up there, but let's see if we can see that shine on her eye. Very shiny. And there is some shine on her mouth too. We'll go over that with some pink. Some very, very light pink. And I don't know if anybody has ever used metallic colors, if they have a special way they use them, or if you're still experimenting with them. Or maybe you do your whole painting with metallic. So I'll probably go over all of this with metallic next time. But I think we've gotten good for tonight. I'd like to thank everybody who came by and said hello. Thank you very much for sharing your time with me. And Venus, hi! I thought you'd be in bed by now. I started really late tonight. How are you? And I know it's Saturday, so you can't have homework tonight, can you? My favorite girl, Venus. How's your manga? Manga? That's not right. What do you call it? Anime. There we go. How's your anime coming along? You've been having fun? Your YouTube isn't working. Oh no. That's terrible. Why do you think that is? It's good enough? Well, I'm glad, Venus. It is very hard sometimes when our electronic equipment does not work right. For real. I was just about to close up my painting here, but I just decided to do a little more on her earring before I do. Just a little bit more. We're using our yellow paint. So Venus, do you have plans for Thanksgiving? I hope you're doing something fun. I'm not sure what I'm doing for Thanksgiving yet. I'm sure whatever it is, I will be enjoying it. And if it's good weather, I might even go have Thanksgiving on the beach. A Florida beach, Thanksgiving. Doesn't that sound fun? I think I'm just about done here. All right, there we go. I think that'll be it for tonight. We're going to do some metallic over this tomorrow. You can see some of the metallic already. It's a really shiny, really pretty and shimmery. Well, thank you all for coming by tonight. I appreciate y'all being here with me and putting up with my slow painting, but comfortable and relaxing. And I hope you all have a great weekend or a new beginning to your week. And I love you, Venus. Thank you for coming by, and good night. This video will be available in just a few minutes. Oh, thank you, Rich. Great job. For some reason, it always goes to private after I'm done, and it takes me a minute to put it on public. So it'll be on public in just a moment, as soon as I get a chance. And we'll finish up later. Good night. Good night, Rich. Good night, Venus. Hope your YouTube works better. Good night, Zelf. And anyone else that's still on here. Sweet dreams and many blessings to you.